we got a point. We got a point. Welcome back to another OB After Dark game reaction here. It's me and your boy Bobbie. What's going on, brother?
Just cooling, licking the wombs, just enjoying that point. How you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. Like honestly, like I know we talked a little bit watching Overtime together, and it's like Saka lost his guy. The boys have been looking tired in overtimes period over the past couple games, and the fact that Corpy came in and the bullpen relief like that helped you very much get that point. Had an absolute gutsy performance. Geeky, hey yo,
Free baby.
I'm alive. I'm alive. Brendan, I'm alive. You're burying me. I'm happy to be back on Twitter. That's fun. But Geeky's back. Hopefully he looked fine after that Martinook blindside. This just first round matchup. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. I think the Bruins showed here, hey, we're not going away easy either way. If we lose 6-7, it's gonna be a hard fought 6-7, and you're not gonna want to play Pittsburgh in the next round.
Yeah, it's if you're a Carolina fan, you don't want Boston in the first round because it's just gonna derail your entire run. Like, I can already hear the Rob Brendamore press conference, after Game 5 in Pittsburgh, and he's going, Levy Big Dog. He's going, yeah. Well, this really this happened against Boston. They were a hard fought team. As a league, I think in the next season we need to look at the rate. We shouldn't have played Boston first round.
Yeah, dude. He would.
And then
say
Elliot
some
Friedman
shit
comes
like
through. Yeah, there's Carolina making a big change over. Rod Brendamore out, Bruce Cassidy in.
Taylor Hall would be fucking like, I'm getting traded this summer. I'm getting traded in 4 days, dude. Actually, Cassidy didn't mind Hall though. It was DeBrusque didn't like as much. But I just remember him giving Hall the gears when he first came over from Buffalo. Like, I think didn't he say something like, I don't know why we brought him in or something like that. Like just some crazy
Something
like
ridiculous,
that.
yeah.
But no, it was a hard fought game. Horrible, ugly second. But like, you have, what is it, 4 days off now?
Yeah.
Wednesday. You need these 4 days off. You really need these 4 days off. It came at the perfect time, and you know what? You gutsied 2 points out of games that you clearly looked tired in. And you clearly just like weren't feeling it at points in those games. Like, don't even get me started about the Philly overtime. Like, Pasta, bro, Pasta, I love you. I love you to death. They are not going to give you a call for the rest of the season. I don't know what ref you pissed off, but they've all talked. And it doesn't matter what you do, dude. You're not getting a call against you. And I just need you to stop laying on the ice looking at the refs, please. Please, we're like really geared up here. I know you're tired. I know you've dragged us the past 3 seasons just to the finish line. Not even like the last year, not even playoffs. Get some rest, Bubba. Clear your head. Go out, have some coffee and dinner with Geeky and the families, and just, reminisce about the season. Bring Zaka too. 30 goals, baby. What it do. And just, have a little reset over these 4 days. And just get ready for Saturday. And here we go, baby. It's go time. I wouldn't be shocked if they, depending on what happens on Saturday, wouldn't be shocked if a lot of them don't play against Columbus.
Yeah, I mean the way it's been positioned, right? I mean, it's kind of leading into the game tonight. We were kind of looking at 3 points being kind of the tier system. So I mean, Saturday is kind of a win and you're in.
Yeah.
And it's a redemption game because, I mean, to be quite frank, like that Tampa game, I thought they played great in the first 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
tough.
When John Cooper is looking annoyed, you're doing something right. And then, tough third period. I mean, what can you do?
Tough. Yeah, that shot.
Darren Radish is having a career year. Things are just going right for him, and it just
And dude, that shot, like, I watched Morning Brew today, and Razor's like, man, sometimes you just like think one of those is like not going not going in that spot, and then last second you realize you're handcuffed, and you're like, oh shit, and you try and do something too much, and then it ends up in the back of your net. He's like, Swayman's had those bounce off rebounds in front, probably done a couple of like, ooh, that was close, like this year that he's gotten lucky on, and the hockey gods just didn't let him have that one.
Yeah, I'm anticipating a Felger and Mass rant around Thursday, Friday, because if there's one thing I want from Swayman, go out, go to a comedy show, go fishing, go do anything but hockey.
See if Bill Burr's having a closed door or one of those small venue comedy shows in Boston somewhere. 100 people room.
Bill Burr, Dean Del Rey, the Del Reyser, as it were. But yeah, just don't think about it. Go blow off steam, so Felger can be like, this guy, this Jeremy Swayman from Alaska. I didn't even know they played hockey in Alaska. I didn't know. Did you know that? They even ice up there. They got polar bear. They only got anyways. He's out. He puts up a stinker in Carolina, absolute stinker, and then he's at a Bill Burr secret show and he's having a good time. I mean, this is the Boston Bruins. These are the problems that we have. I can already picture it. Again,
dude, I know.
A little too carried away into character. Pretty good.
No, I was just gonna say it's really good because I watch. I'm a What Chaos frequent flyer, and they were on recently, and he was just carving them about no one cares about the West Coast.
Mute Brett. No.
Yeah.
Mute Brett.
So like, I literally was like, that's actually a really good impression because I've heard that and seen it on the timeline because I haven't been able to tweet, so I've been scrolling. But honestly, dude, great game. My question to you is, do we see James Hagen's debut on Saturday? Because you cannot sell me on the fact that he couldn't do what Steves and Reichel and Asimon have been doing, and like he could probably do it better in my opinion, but like you can't sell me that he's gonna be worse than those three guys.
Yeah, I don't think you see him.
I know.
I think the 3-year entry level thing, and it sucks because I'm we were all there when Charlie McAvoy wanted to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's not like those were easy situations to hop into.
And the only difference is he didn't have a defenseman who was making $7.75 million for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
After Swayman, you know what I mean? I do think the Elias Lindholm thing plays a huge part.
Yeah.
And the flexibility you can have if
100%.
you can't move Elias Lindholm, and if you can convince Hagens that playing down, I do think playing down in Providence would be substantially better for him as far as like growing into professional hockey. I mean, say what you want about Patrick Brown. I know if Steves wasn't here, he'd probably be up here. Probably would have been called up for the game.
I'm a big Brownie guy now.
But Brownie, good leader. I mean, Mouginel, we've all had our punches with him, but you are what your record shows. I mean, even to a further extent, like a guy like, Lysell and Patra, Merkulov, like, who knows? Maybe these are guys that will be like, hey, here's what not to do.
Well, and another thing too is like, me and you have been watching Hagens down in Providence, and everyone sees the clips online. I don't think he can be ruined. If he can be ruined, burn the whole thing to the ground and start over in Providence, because you can just tell, like, yeah, okay, maybe he's not worldly on fire, but you can tell a lot of the things that he's trying to do and the plays or goals that should be there aren't happening because his line mates aren't up to his speed. Like, you can tell he's making plays. Like, this isn't a shot at Blumel or Brown, but like, Hagens has got that thing like Pasta where he thinks the game differently. Like, yeah, he's gonna make those horrible turnovers at the blue line, one or the other, couple times a year, handful of times a year. But what you get on the flip side of that is like backdoor no look passes that no one else can make. And you're seeing that in Providence, and the guys are just like, oh shit, like didn't think that was possible to get to me. And but the one thing I will say is like you've seen it help the power play down there immensely. The zone entries, Hagens is a one man fucking show on zone entries and transition play. It's unbelievable to watch, but I don't think those are things Providence could ruin. He's just got so much God-given talent that like I'm not worried about him. He can marinate down there, and I'll be okay with it.
I'm with you on that, and I think the structure that they have down in Providence is, I mean, it's been lamented this season and last season. They've built a lot off of I do like the way I look at Providence success, and we'll get back to the Boston Bruins, but the way I look at Providence success, I think this all built from last year out. I just looked at the season as a continuation from last season. And that's maybe why they've kept Patra down there for as long as they have. I mean, obviously he doesn't have a spot up. I mean, you can't. But it's stuff like that. And like DiPietro, obviously getting him to stay. But like the big thing with me and like that I do like is like it gives Evan Gold the time to figure out who James Hagens is. Because it's very clear that Evan Gold is the future GM of the Boston Bruins, barring Toronto offering him $1 trillion.
No, they're in on Langenbrunner. I was listening to the 32 Thoughts. They want Langenbrunner. I'm sure they've told, because this has happened a couple times with Evan Gold. I'm sure the word's out at this point. Like, if you try and take him, we're just gonna promote Sweeney and give him the GM. I just think that's the word at this point, because I saw Friedman say today, I don't know if it was on the Fan or on the podcast, that Toronto's in heavy talks with Bruins assistant GM Langenbrunner.
That's right.
I didn't even know he was our assistant GM, dude. I thought he was a scout. I thought he was a scout until today. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, so to circle back real quick on one thing, because I keep seeing Connor Ryan, Evan, and Tyler having the debate of, okay, well, what if Providence falls flat on their face because the AHL playoffs are such a shit show with those 5-game series, and it's like 3-2 or no, it's I forget
3, 5.
No, it's 1, 3.
7.
Yeah, but like travel goes 1, 3, and 1. I'm pretty sure something like that. Like it's not dumb. Like back and forth, right? So like the debate they were having is like, do you want would you sacrifice a possible Calder Cup run, but the possibility of him maybe only playing 3 games down there, with him for sure getting 4+ games, or sorry, almost 8 NHL games if he plays Saturday. So you get 4 playoff games for sure, 4 NHL games against teams that are still fighting for their lives, or do you gamble on Hart for Wolfpack 3 more times or whatever it is, and then like nothing games is what I'm saying, and then you could get goalied in the first round by Springfield again. And that's where I'm like, oh, but Evan said something. He's like, but if the Bruins have a plan and they're like, no, this is how it's going. It's AHL Providence playoffs this year. It is what it is. I'm okay with that. But I would just like them to come out and say it at this point.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing with Don Sweeney, that I'll probably get roasted for saying this because I know we've had our differences. I trust Don Sweeney, and I trust that he does have a plan. I thought the trade deadline and the results that we saw post of that, it like if that's not enough to like be like, hey, I get what this guy's doing. I get the gamble. Like I think I said in like those notes I made the earlier, like every other GM works to the deadline. Don Sweeney works around them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the thing with Hagens is like, yeah, and yeah, I mean, everyone's like, oh, it's over, and then here you are, and you're like, you know,
he's got 3 aces.
It's crazy. Yeah, but I'm with you. It's like, well, just tell us what you're doing. It's not gonna like the only thing that I would want Hagen, like this is the main reason why I'd want Hagens to come up on Saturday, specifically against Tampa, is because you saw during the Stadium Series, and I know that people are going to be like, Bobby, let it go. I'm done hearing you and in the same sentence, but you saw Tampa get rattled with Matt Poitras.
Yeah.
They did not have a game plan. They didn't know, like towards the end of that second period, like obviously he wasn't playing, but prior to the 5-3, Lollapalooza that the Bruins put on,
Yeah.
like you saw Tampa like finishing their checks on him. Like I
Mm.
can't remember who he was. One of the defensemen kind of chucked one of his fists at Poitras. And
Chernak.
it's one of those things
was
where
going at him all
Chernak,
night.
yeah. It's one of the things that Cooper was probably like, I don't know who this kid is. Stop him.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with Hagens. And like it's not like Tampa is like they're in, but they got a lot to play for. Because Tampa doesn't want to play Buffalo in the first round.
Oh yeah, 100%. What's up, Kev? Miss you, bro. It's good to see you in the chat as always. But they lost in overtime. I don't know if you're just being funny with me, but no, I'm just kidding. It was a good comeback. I'm glad they got the point, but it's funny that you bring up Poitras actually, because I was going there next. I don't know how or why we don't see Poitras up on Saturday. At the very least, he rattles that team. He plays well against them. Yeah, he's a smaller guy, but like so is Braden Point, so is Brandon Hagel, like so is Alex Stees. If you really want to get down to it, like I'm sorry, you're not putting Reichel in that game. Yeah, Asimont did all right, but like, what did he really give you? Like, why wouldn't you just... There's two schools of thought I have here. Put the kid line back together. I get it. Geeky, scored tonight. Like they looked pretty good, whatever. Put the kid line back together. Get Geeky on the left side. Have Poitras play or face off on the right wing, but have him play center. Just let Lindholm just cover his mistakes. I don't even think it matters anymore because you didn't play man on man in preseason like you do now, and like Providence is now. I've been calling it total hockey. I said it last week with fucking Tom on. It's like Ted Lasso. Have you seen Ted Lasso?
No.
Oh, dude, you gotta see it. But he does like
off-season watch.
he does like shrooms or like some shroom drink at one point, and he steals the Bulls like triangle thing. You know how the Bulls they had the triangle and they'd always
shout out Phil.
Yeah, shout out Phil. Well, then he like uses that and turns it into like total football where like defensemen can play forward positions and like you should be able to play every position and you should be able to always have somebody in a vicinity to pass to. That's what the Boston Bruins do. They play total hockey. McAvoy will be on the blue line covering the defenseman because that's his guy. Like sometimes that just happens. And sometimes it bites you in the ass. We've seen it a lot this year, but when it works, it's fucking beautiful to watch. And I just don't understand why you wouldn't just bring Poitras up at this point. And he's had success with Geeky in the past. Him, Geeky, and Frederick were one of the best lines of hockey at one point.
And to do your point, especially the Charlie McAvoy thing, I do love I'm a big fan of the triangle.
Mm-hmm.
If you read audiobook, whatever it is, 11 Rings, read it. One of the best sports books ever. But yeah, the example of that, Charlie McAvoy, the game tying goal. The fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I just saw it too.
The game tying goal. I mean, and that's the thing. You've seen McAvoy pitch in, and it ends in disaster sometimes. But as soon as he slotted in, did that little cut, and then you saw Zaka slide in, I was like, oh this is going in.
It is nasty.
Center, top 10, cut to Rod.
Yeah, always yelling. Yeah. The reason why we're talking Matt Poitras, I don't know if you were here originally, Rusty, in Chicago. We were talking about Hagens, and we were just talking about how like the third line could just like use somebody else, and also relaying that with the not resurgence, the coming out party of guys like Husnudinov, Minton, and younger players on the roster. And like you kind of mentioned, moving 88 away from where's in two spots. Yeah, but Geeky scored, they lost. Yeah. So this is exactly what we were talking about. Like, okay, you got Geeky his goals. I want the kid line back together. And what we were essentially going on for is like, okay, like maybe you don't want to sign Higgins and you don't want to burn that year, but like at least try and bring Poitras up a game because Geeky and Poitras looked really well together when Poitras was at his best. And I know people don't love Poitras. I get it. I totally get it. He's the Jake DeBrusk, if you will, now of this organization, and he you know, it's just easy not to root for him anymore. But I just think like you're crazy. Reichel has to go down or be an what's it called, an actual call up. So like if you're gonna send Reichel down, like I don't see what the problem is like with playing Poitras on that third line role and just seeing if you can get something, you know.
I also want to just on the note of Poitras, because no Dangles asked us about 10 minutes ago, but I think we moved Corrali. And that's another thing too. Corrali, I don't think Corrali's a bad hockey player. I love Corrali, and he does have the like I don't know if like the empathetic sympathy factor for me, because I just his first stint with the Bruins was awesome, but the guy clearly needs a night off, and that's not a shot at him. And it's just like you can tell it's just, you know, sometimes just having a beer in the stands
tired, man.
goes a long way.
He's tired.
Yeah,
he's
not a young
guy.
chicken anymore. He's 33.
But the problem is
center is a hard position in the show. You're grinding every night.
Half of his minutes almost come from the PK every night. And he is really good at, other than the first goal is his fault. I don't know why he went for a line change there. That was crazy. You just gave Svechnikov the whole ice to skate down, and like, yeah, bounces off Asperot and in, but like, why are you making that change, bro? You should be slowing him down there, trying to not let him get the line, right? I don't think he plays in Columbus, or he maybe he doesn't play in Tampa. I think you got to give him one of these games off this weekend, especially if teams like, this is the thing, we have 4 days here to sit around and go, we might clinch because someone loses. Like literally, that's a very real possibility that happens over the next couple days. Or we come out of these next couple games and go, all right, we need to win 2 of these games. It's how crazy this season has been this year.
Yeah, and I mean, like I've been saying, if you can spice up the lineup, spice it up. Because realistically, if you miss the playoffs, it's not because you didn't call up Pagans or Poitras. It's not because you called up Pagans or Poitras. You missed the playoffs because you blew a 5-1 lead.
You lost 7 games in October.
Yeah,
in a row.
7. Yeah.
Like there's a lot of reasons.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'm not concerned about the Boston Bruins today when it comes to you missing the play. And it's also, you're in a tough division.
Yeah, like if they lost the playoffs, that means like Ottawa and Detroit won 3 straight. And you know what I mean? Like it's the odds of it right now are so crazy, razor thin, like that we get in, right? Yeah, razor. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. We're right there. We're right there. We need maybe 1 more point, 2, or somebody to lose. And just real quick, Kevin, he actually did have a really good game start to finish tonight. I hate that line together. It was literally 2 of the goals were their fault, but they scored 3. So I guess
made up for his mistakes.
Yeah, you make up. Yeah. Big Neely guy. Big Neely guy. I'm with you on this in the sense of like, okay, I'll let them battle it out. My just biggest thing with it is like, all right, we've already seen that. Let's give one more thing another look if it's there for the taking. And he plays really well against Tampa. Yeah, like it's just one of those things like Hagen's going to be in that spot next year no matter what. So I'm not really worried about it. It's a reclamation project he got for 6 that I know he got 2 points the first game, but he's only had 1 assist in his last 8 or something, which it's nice. Right. Yeah, it's nice. It brings speed to the line, but it's not really. You need a summer with Reichel, to be like, all right, this is what we want you to do, and we'll see how you look in the fall.
Before we jump to that next comment, if we do, but the one thing about Isamont and Steve's, I'm going to leave Reichel out of it because I don't think he's the kind of guy that people would pin that on. My big thing with them is they're not going to get you there, and they're not going to get you through. They're literally a roster spot.
Yeah, like that third. Evan Marinowski
And
was
that's
saying the
not
same thing.
that's not a jab. Like you're
No.
in the show, you're there, but you're not. You're like you play Carolina. You're not going to play a part in potentially upsetting Carolina.
Oh
So
yeah.
I don't like. That's where I'm at with them.
Yeah.
Where Patra and
And
Higgins, they have that factor that you see it. They've got that thing that you can't find on a stat sheet. And I know that drives some people crazy because they love Corsi, they love, all the numbers, but some people just have it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You
And
need
it's
that
like
around this
we were
time of the
saying
year.
we were also saying at the beginning, like they make plays that those other guys aren't making. Like I saw Steve's tonight and I was like, all right, I'm done with that. I do not need to see it. Like you can bench him for the rest of the game and I'll completely understand Sturm. And it's nothing against Steve's. He hasn't played in 22 games or some shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's should have never extended him. He should have been sent down before his waiver wire thing expired. Like it's on the organization. It's not on Steve's, in my opinion. Asamon, I like him as a plug and play once in a while guy. It's just like now your options are Asamon or Reichel. But like you said, it doesn't make or break your season. But maybe a Potter gets you a bounce off the skate into the back of the net in game 4 that like really stuns a team. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you see that shit happen all the time. Like look at Wyatt Johnson in his first couple years with Dallas, like the playoffs that he would have. Like Stankoven last year for Carolina. Like this shit happens, and like it's good to have the flexibility of it all. And like we keep saying, it's not make or break of the season, but like this is where we are. We thought we would be talking about our 2 lottery positions at this point in the season.
And let it be known, man, we're in a way better position than people realize. We didn't fire our coach with 4 games left.
Yeah, or 8.
Or 8.
Shout out Butchie.
Yeah, like when the Islanders let Patrick
2
Roy
great
go,
coaches fired with less than 10 games left. It's hilarious.
I was like, I'm so glad that we're in a situation where we're approaching a window. We didn't realize we're back in the window because I think the Islanders are looking at it like they look at like Palak and all them, and they're like, well, this is it, eh? Like it's no longer we're gonna work towards it. Like this is it. Like this is our team. Sorokin's only getting older.
Yeah.
Where we're like McAvoy's in his prime, Passes in his prime. Swayman's just entering his prime.
Yeah, dude, Anders Lee, I didn't notice he was almost 40. He's like 37. Like he seems like a guy who's like and then Horvat's up there. I'm not saying he's old. But yeah, funny enough, I know you're not on Twitter anymore, Kevin. A week ago, I said I was not tweeting again until Geeky scored, and I did not tweet until Geeky scored. I retweeted the pod because I felt that was fair, because that's on him that he hasn't scored, not me. And then I got my tweets today. But yeah, I was saying, of course, his first goal where I can tweet again, he gets a fucking hat trick. He's tired. He was due for a game like this. Carolina's relentless. I think it was good it happened because, it's crazy? I think it's good it happened because Korpisalo just went from getting you a 3rd this summer to a 2nd at the draft, or maybe moving up a draft lottery spot, swapping picks with someone or something who needs a goalie. Also, you feel really good about him being able to come in a pinch like that and look like an absolute psycho. Swayman feels better because they got the point. Like it's good things all around.
Yeah.
It's just like we talked about it before we came on. 2 pizzas up the middle. Swayman, not his fault. Tap bouncing off Asperot's skate. That one looked like it rattled him from the start, and he didn't really look the same after that. Miller threw like 8 guys, and then the one off Peak is just a horrible bounce right back to the guy. It is Forsling. He sent it to our group chat. It was Forsling fucking nightmare PTSD situation, and we know he's not good. Swayman wants it to hit him. He doesn't like when it hits the D.
Yeah, that entire game was 2024, Pete. Like as soon as Kaslik didn't get the puck out of, I don't know what happened there. He didn't get the puck out of the zone. That was very reminiscent.
Geeky did the exact same thing next goal.
Yeah. Like it's just one of those nights. Like someone will hack that group chat one day.
Oh God.
And see my crashing out in the moments.
We're gonna get sent to Guantanamo Bay, dude.
But like, yeah, no, you know what I liked? Like Corpy comes in, he gives the team a chance to win. They rally around him, and like you said, it's give it the vibes, right? And
Well,
I'm
and
sure right now they're on the plane and they're laughing about it. I hope
both
so, at least.
on both sides of it. Well, you're like, fuck, thank God we're going home. Holy shit. But on both, and Carolina's the Bruins are second in the league at home this year. Carolina's number one. So,
Yeah.
and Bruins are not a good road team. I'm just happy they got that point out. But two things I'll say about Sturm tonight. The one thing that drives me up the absolute fucking wall about him is he keeps breaking up that kid line to get Geeky going. All right, you got Geeky going. Fine. Go back to the kid line. Second thing, he deserves a lot of props for some of the goalie's decisions he's made this year and the balls that he's had. Pulling Swayman was probably not easy there, but it was the right thing to do because your team had 13 shots through almost 2 periods. Like it was, I sent that to you, like you guys. I was like, bro, like shoot the puck. Like you guys look so cute out there. Oh, it's so cute. We love you already. Just reward us with some goals. We love you. Like you don't have to be cute anymore. We get it. You guys are skilled. I get it. Play North-South hockey, and it took a lot of balls to pull Swayman there, especially having 4 days off. A lot of coaches would have been like, he's got 4 days off. I'll just leave him in. No, to get that point, he pulled Swayman and put Korpisalo in, and shout out to Korpisalo. What a gutsy.
He made some phenomenal saves.
He went like this. Stern went like this, and then Back in Black came on in the lights, like, baseball arenas. Like, yeah. I was like, oh, it's on, dude. Because they have to come out of the Zamboni door there.
That's true, yeah. There's no space on the bench. I'll say this too. It could be, and this might be overlooking it, but I'm sure Sturm loves this shit. There may be a long game involved with this. Because if you get in, Ottawa keeps winning, you get usurped or something, and all of a sudden, round 1, you're going to Raleighwood.
Oh, yeah, baby. 100%.
You want the Bulldog. Hey, because, every reporter, I can already picture Bucci Gross. The last time he was in this building, tongue-in-cheek, he got pulled. American gold medal winner, pulled in Raleighwood. You're gonna start that guy? Felger. I'd start Corpy. He played great in that third period. 100%. I would put Corpy there 100%. And then to be Don Cherry. No, it's his team. It's his rink. You put the kid in there. You put him in and you start and you see what he can do. Alaska might as well be Canada.
Also,
okay, and here we are, Dom. We're gonna cut here to the troops here in Halifax.
Yeah. Look at these good old Canadian boys. Look at these good old Canadian boys.
But yeah, dude, I want it,
dude.
Send him to the fucking. Sorry, go on.
No, what I'm thinking about too is like, what Carolina fans watching that game going, our goalie options are Bussy, hurt Anderson, and hurt Peter Kochetkov or whatever his name is, and we gotta play Swayman when he's like in playoff mode. I don't know if you want that. Like, yeah, we probably lose the first 2, but I think we go back to Raleigh 2-2 for sure. Like that's a long series. And
people forget, man, Swayman played great against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, when
3 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like we talked about this on the pod a few times. Like, one of the most underrated factors with this Bruins team, and if they get in, if things work out, they don't blow this. They've been punched in the face. They've had the 3-1 shock. McAvoy watched Carolina go from being a little field trip on the way to the Stanley Cup final to being like a dominant contention team.
Yep. Little brother to big brother.
And it's like after what Florida did to us, I don't want to play. Like, I don't want to, because the DNA's still there. The core's still there. You don't want to play a team that's like, yeah, we know anything can happen.
Dude, that's another thing too. Like, you saw playoff Zadorov tonight too. That guy was a maniac out there. He almost killed Jarvis, and it was a clean hit. I know a lot of people don't like those hits, but that It's a battle. It just so happens Zadorov's 6'9" and Jarvis is 5'0". Like it's just.
I'm gonna correct you on that.
What?
Zadorov could have killed.
Oh yeah, he let up too. That's what
he let up. Yeah.
That's what he was saying to Delorier. He was like pointing out the ice, like I could have killed him if I wanted to. I chose not to, dude. But it I don't think Carolina would be comfortable being the favorite in that series. Like you got hungry Boston teams that wasn't in the playoffs last year. Like you don't know, Pastor could go fucking sicko mode. McAvoy's gonna try to take Aho's head off every shift. We saw it in real time, in real life, years ago, and like the only team I don't want to play is Tampa. I'm serious. Like because I'm just like, that's a gentleman's sweep. Like fuck, all right. Like yeah, we'll get experience, but they're just gonna bully us the whole. And yeah, there's gonna be a goalie battle, but we've seen Swayman's a little, loses those to Vasilevsky, unfortunately. As even though he plays bar for bar with him, it's just like, give me Buffalo, give me Montreal, give me Carolina. I don't care. I'll take any of them because I'm not saying the Bruins like sweep anybody, but like you can easily play upset against a couple of those teams. Yeah. I don't want to play Tampa.
And I know it upsets some Bruins fans who were around for Montreal when they were dominant, per se. Tampa owns us.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why like
I hate Tampa.
Florida fans.
I hate Tampa, but I respect them.
Going.
No, yeah, I hate them, but I respect them.
We don't like each other.
Yeah.
They got Kucherov, we got Pasta. They got Hedman, we got McAvoy. They got Vasilevsky, we got Swayman. They got Coops, we got Sturm.
They got Hagel, we got Geeky.
Yeah.
The only one you can't match is really match is what's his fucking name? Gensel. Or Braden Point. Braden Point's not having a great year. I know he's hurt, but he looked kind of invisible against us. But anyways.
But yeah, no, that's the only. Yeah, I'd love to see them, but I'd love to see them after they play Montreal or Buffalo.
Yeah, like I want to go through the
and have a kneecap and have a kneecap missing.
Yeah.
I don't care if we defeat what's left of Tampa. We defeat Tampa.
Well, and that's the thing too. I was just gonna say, I hope everything's okay with Hedman. The game's the game, whatever. But they don't have Hedman. But then the Radish is scoring 22 goals. So and JJ Moser became fucking 2000s Lindstrom out of nowhere. So it's that's where I respect Tampa. We have that same thing where it's like, who the hell is Jonathan Asperot? Other organizations or fan bases are like, what do you mean Minton's their first line center? That same thing. I have that for Tampa. What I'm like, what do you mean Radish? He's a healthy scratch. For the past, what do you mean he's scoring 22 goals this year?
And I mean, you see Geeky pump up 3 tonight. You're Tampa. You're like, oh,
he's back. Great.
He's back. Yeah.
His last goal before that was the Stadium Series, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
It's a long time ago. That was a lifetime ago.
Baby.
Yeah. I lost a gold medal in that time. Jesus. Yeah, so I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm just enjoying the ride. And that's the thing.
At the end of the day.
That's to just put up a thing Lightning have 1,200 penalty minutes, most in the league. We're second with 996. That series would be a bloodbath, but I just don't want it. I want Carolina. I don't want Carolina. I'd rather play the Islanders or something, but we don't get that this year.
I'll say one thing before we sign off. If anyone's watching from the Jets or the Jets PR or Heineken, I will gladly sell you the slogan if the Jets make it into the playoffs and they get Colorado. I know we're talking different conferences here and you're going to want to mute me. I will sell you the slogan if the Jets play Colorado. You bring the silvers, we'll bring the sugar.
Yeah. I love that. I saw you tweet that yesterday. I was like, I absolutely love that. Well, do you got anything else, brother? I'm ranting out at this point.
I'm all good, man.
Yeah, everybody that's in here, thank you for coming out. This is awesome. We always love doing this stuff. We're definitely, especially for bring them back. Yeah, bring them back, baby. Saturday.
Green screen, please work.
But we will definitely be doing more of these in the playoff. We'll probably do, if we can, one after every game, just because we weren't in the playoffs last year, and we wanted to do this tonight because me and Bobbie. I said to Bobbie, I was like, man, we only got like 3 meaningful, hopefully more, but like legitimately 3 meaningful podcasts left. Let's hop on for a reaction tonight. We don't play for 4 days. Maybe we do one this weekend. We'll see what the fellas are up to, but we'll definitely be doing them in the playoffs. We always do our pregame shows in the playoffs because we know you guys hate TNT and ESPN. So we'll probably do a half an hour before every game. Depending on if Nesson gets the first round or not. I don't know what the rules or what the rights are this year. It changes every year, it seems like. But shout out to everybody in here. We love you. Bobbie, you got anything last? Anything?
No, just hopefully hopefully things go right, and hopefully we'll do a live stream where I have to heat seal this off and
put a new one
on a C C on there,
Yeah, I will say this, Morgan. This is my what I have to say to Morgan Gigi. Thank you. I can tweet again, and it was great, Hattie. They were legit
Christ,
goals.
that's Jason Bourne.
Just, I'm alive. Get him to the Greek is maybe
references are on point tonight.
Yeah, dude. The get him to the Greek is a really trippy movie when you go back and watch it now. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, shout out to everybody one last time. We'll see you soon. Podcast drops on Friday. The boys will be back. The trifecta will be back, and we'll probably be doing a playoff preview, maybe. Depending, maybe not who we're playing, but just talking about the 3 teams we could possibly, I guess 4 now, because Buffalo, Tampa, and Montreal are all tied at 102 points. So, yeah, honestly, give me Montreal first round. Fuck it. Let's just get back to the original 6 roots. But thank you. We love you all. You've been great. We've been Only Bruins After Hours. Stay cool. Till next time. Peace. Let's go.
Long live the Boston Bruins, baby.
Huge.